For several years, my readers have been asking me to basically verbalize my columns because they say once they meet me, they can read my column and actually hear me speaking what I'm writing. So this is our first attempt at this, hopefully our first attempt of many of these, but we're going to try to pull that off on my new column that's going to be at the JCK show. So first, let me borrow this camera here real quick, and let's see, we got our director over here doing his best to be a director. We got our producer Katie over here doing her production best. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. All right, this is going to be my June 2017 column, and it's called Terms and Conditions Part 2. Last year, I wrote about how people will readily click the I agree to these terms and conditions on a website without giving it a second thought. That made me think about adding a terms and conditions waiver that customers must sign before entering my store. After mulling it over for about a year, I've come to the conclusion that I left out a few important terms and conditions, and I now need to amend this document. This is a work in progress and might not ever be finished. Before I get started, let me remind everybody what my top 2 terms and conditions were. Number 1, play nice at all time. My store, my rules. Please respect this at all time. Sub-term and condition 1A, as the boss, I can fire you as a customer at any time I deem necessary. Number 2, when you decide not to play nice, please see Rule 1A, which is, as the boss, I can fire you as a customer at any time I deem necessary. So, last year I left off at term and condition number 21, which was in March of 2015. So today we'll start at number 22. All right. Term and condition number 22, don't tell me what size you need your ring. How about this? How about let's let me make that decision? I mean, why the heck not? Here you are, you're standing right in front of me. I'm wearing an apron, an optivisor, I'm holding my sizers, my mandrel, and your ring. You drove all the way over here just to see me, so why don't we just let me do that voodoo that I do? Subterm 22A, when I find the correct sizer, which is usually an 8, you are not allowed to say at any time, oh, is that a 5.5? Don't do it. I know you want to do it, and I know that the promise ring that you received back in 1967 probably was a size 5.5, but you were 16 years old then. It is, however, acceptable to ask me what size it is. I'll even allow you to be shocked and dismayed at how much you've grown over the years, but don't, under any circumstances, violate Rule 22 or 22A. Any violation will result in a trip over to that roped-off area in the corner of the store over there with the large handle. And just for the record, the trapdoor is for you, the handle is for me. Term and condition number 23. Don't tell me to make it tight because you're going to lose weight. You're not. You know it, I know it, all of your family knows it, and most importantly, all of your Facebook friends know it. And how do we know it? Because about every 3 or 4 months, you post about your new diet or your new cleanse or your new workout routine. Those posts last about 4 or 5 days, then they'll disappear only to resurface again in 3 or 4 months. But in all honesty, the main reason I know that you're not really going to lose weight and I'm not really going to size it tight for you is because it's already tight and the fact that I'm sizing it up. Term and condition number 24. Don't tell me to size it differently because it's winter or summer. All right, please place your left hand on this document and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I, state your name, will heed your professional advice without any intervention from me. I further agree that if I violate rule number 24, I will go over to the corner and pull the handle myself. In all of the time I've been doing this, I've never met anyone who has a finger that swells or contracts any more in the summer than it does in the spring, winter, or fall. It's just a finger. If it's swelling and contracting with the seasons, please see term and condition number 23. Seasons are about 3 to 4 months apart. your new diet is about 3 to 4 months apart, I think we can all see a pattern here. Subparagraph 24A, you are not allowed to say at any time, I've had a lot of salt lately. Term and condition number 25, do not say, I need this by Thursday, if you have no plans whatsoever to pick it up on Thursday. So please initial here agreeing to a $95 per day storage fee if you fail to show up on Thursday to pick up said item. And please go stand right over there in the corner while you're initialing this. And number 25A, you are not allowed to use the phrase, I need this because I'm going out of town. I swear, I do not know how there's ever anybody left in this city sometimes due to the number of the people that use the now banned, I need it because I'm going out of town phrase. What does you going to visit your sister in Idaho and me repairing your earring have in common? I mean, seriously, it's not a toddler that you have to take. It's an earring with a broken post and you have other earrings. Number 26, don't tell the person out front that you need to see the jeweler. Don't do it. Stop. Don't even think about it. That person that you were speaking to out front is out front for a reason. They are there to absorb all of your energy, positive and negative. Those people are out there for one very specific reason. They have people skills. They like to talk to people like you. They like to listen to your stories about how this ring was given to your maternal grandmother by the man she was running around with, who was married, and how she was labeled a harlot and run out of town on a rail. But to be honest with you, even I'd like to hear that story. But you know what? Your stories are never that good. Let's face it, your stories are boring, and those of us in the back don't want to hear them. Do you want to know the real reason that we were hired to work in the back? It's because we lack people skills. We don't interact well with the public. Jewelers and watchmakers don't need or want any of that interaction. We're strange creatures that like to sit in the back working on little tiny stuff all day that is literally falling apart in front of our very eyes. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to talk to the jeweler because who do you think installed that little device over in the corner?